Have you ever looked at your rent or your bus fare and just thought, how did everything get so expensive? This leaves very little room to save, invest in your future, or even handle an unexpected emergency. Mamdani constantly argued that having a safe, stable place to live isn't a luxury. It's the foundation of a healthy community. Without it, everything else starts to fall apart. Next, let's talk about public transportation. Millions of New Yorkers depend on subways and buses every single day. When the system is slow, unreliable, or the fare keeps going up, it's not just an inconvenience. It directly impacts people's ability to get to work on time, to attend school, and to simply enjoy their city. Mamdani became a vocal supporter of proposals to improve public transit, making it more efficient and affordable for everyone. His argument was simple: a city that moves is a city that thrives. And the third major issue he championed was childcare. If you're a parent in a big city, you know this struggle all too well. Childcare in New York is some of the most expensive in the entire United States. For many families, the cost is so high that it becomes a major barrier. It forces parents, often mothers, to choose between their career and their family. Mamdani advocated for expanding access to affordable childcare, believing that it would empower parents to build their careers and provide a better future for their kids without having to make an impossible choice. Now, what really made Mamdani stand out wasn't just his ideas, but how he shared them. He threw the old political playbook out the window. Instead of spending millions on TV ads or giant billboards, he went where the people were, online. He used social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube to create short, engaging videos. He held community meetings, both in person and virtually, to speak directly with young people, workers, and families. This approach helped him build a genuine connection with residents who often felt completely ignored by traditional politics. They saw him as someone who actually understood their daily struggles. Of course, not everyone was on board. His supporters saw him as a breath of fresh air, someone finally bringing attention to the real-life problems affecting millions. But his critics had questions. They wondered if his ambitious ideas were financially realistic. Could the city actually afford to implement such large-scale changes? These debates became a major part of the public conversation, pushing people to think critically about the future of their city. The story of Zohran Mamdani is remarkable because it highlights a bigger trend. All over the world, a new generation of leaders is rising. They're using technology and grassroots organizing to engage with voters in a more authentic way. They're young, they're diverse, and they're not afraid to talk about the economic and social challenges that their generation faces head-on. Mamdani's journey from a community organizer to a public figure is a powerful example of this shift. People far beyond New York started to pay attention. Some saw his campaign as a model for modern, people-powered politics. Others were simply fascinated by his unique background and his unconventional communication style. Regardless of what people thought of his policies, his story showed how a local leader can spark a global conversation about issues that matter to everyone: housing, transportation, and equality. Today, as cities like New York continue to grapple with rising costs and social change, the questions raised by figures like Mamdani are more relevant than ever. How can we ensure our cities remain affordable for the people who make them run? How can we build transportation systems that are efficient and accessible to all? And how can we provide families with the support they need to thrive? These aren't just New York problems. They are global challenges. The conversations happening there offer valuable lessons for cities everywhere. In the end, this isn't just a story about one person. It's about a movement of people demanding that their cities be more fair, more accessible, and more supportive for everyone who calls them home.